path of meditation is not easy. It is a struggle, huge struggle, more than any struggle you would have taken in life. Climbing Everest can be easy, but dropping your identification with your body, with your mind, with your world, with the possessions is extremely difficult because it's very subtle. When you break your connection outside in the material world, all you need is a force. Depending upon the strength of the matter, strength of the force that matches it is required. And the work can be done. But in meditation, we are not dealing with matter anymore. We are dealing with very subtle aspects of our psyche. In the beginning, there are multitude of thoughts. They bother you. To go further deep into this and analyzing, looking for the cause of this multitude of thoughts, brings you to only one point, the I-ness. Every single actions we do, every single possessions we have, every single connections we have made, good, bad, ugly, they're all centered over a big I that is standing there. It's like in the old medieval towns, there is a town square and there is a big statue standing in the middle, reaching to the skies. And that's what we are in our own world. The big I-ness is sitting there, conducting everything around you, setting up connections, bringing pleasures from outside, redirecting life so that sufferings go away. I is the king, and the I has set up this kingdom for many lives, has made us be born again and again and again. We are in that rut for a long time, never realizing this is suffering, a constant run, constant looking for objects of pleasures. In that process, we get wounded. We become winners. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But there is one thing that is constant. That is running. Running never ends. And because of this, we are never at peace. So meditation is about analyzing this, looking at this I-ness, the big pillar that is the center of your personality, that is the center of everything that you know. Even if you know even if you know about a distant galaxy which could be billions of times larger than our Milky Way, once you know about it, it comes under the surrender of the I-ness. The I can say that I know that galaxy. The kingdom of I is within you. And that I-ness connects to its citizens via knowledge. Whatever you know comes within your kingdom. And that's how I has survived. I knows itself by the surrounding connections. If all these connections are removed, I will not have any value. I is relative. Only when you are there, I has meaning. So this I has lived a dualistic existence for a long time. So meditation is all about analyzing this. The killer of the I is the Almighty Consciousness. For that, the power of observation has to be sharpened. It has to be analyzed. Go within, find this awareness, find this observation. Observation is the process through which the king called I will be defeated. Because I is walking around with its soldiers, all the objects that it has identified, whether it's the possessions, people, objects, situations. It is standing there with its own army, which is humongous, and it keeps on expanding and expanding with its desire to run towards the world and pick up more things and more and more. I has an army of knowledge, the traditional knowledge of knowing the objects, people, situation. The observation is the process through which you're going to be analyzing this I, the king, with its inhabitants of his kingdom. So once the process of observation can be intensified, the kingdom of God opens up, which is unknown. It is beyond knowledge. Power of observation reveals the source of this unknowable kingdom. Right now, you're standing near the eye with its soldiers, inhabitants, citizens, and imagine the sky looking at this king boasting about himself and his vast army. And this open sky becomes the kingdom of God. With repeated practice, you start realizing there is something that is observing this eye. And through the observation, through the power of awareness, awareness is a lot bigger than this king and his army. It opens up this infinite space. And through this infinite space, the new entity starts opening up. This kingdom of this new king is so big, so vast. It's like looking at the same kingdom of I and its soldiers, looking all the way from the space and looking at how tiny this kingdom is and the king is. Once you go in, the observation, the awareness will expand your horizons. You will be flying in the sky. And this powerful kingdom crushes the eye. It makes it realize the tininess of the king's army compared to the infinite existence. So the process of meditation makes you go through these stages, but ultimately you will be the winner because the God is on your side. The God with his full awareness is throwing the light of consciousness onto the battlefield, and the eye starts becoming smaller and smaller and smaller until you become the citizens of this space, the infinite space, which can go everywhere and anywhere. Everything that is in the universe, known, unknown. Unknown means it can be known at some point and beyond. The unknowable. Our senses will fall short in knowing everything. But if we can sharpen our senses, maybe we can know everything that exists. But we will never be able to know that is beyond. So infinite existence goes way beyond the known and the unknown. It's unknowable. That's where the I becomes short, because the capacity of I is only to know the things, and the knowledge brings that object under its command. And the unknowable is where his weapons become useless. So that's where the kingdom of heaven is, the infinite existence, where all the eyes bow down. So go within, observe your I-ness and all the stupidities that I has done, all the arguments it has gone through, all the battles it has gone through to expand his kingdom, and then look at it. Realize the magnitude of the kingdom of consciousness, awareness, which can crush this kingdom of I very easily. Realize the potential, realize the magnitude, and just be the citizen of this new kingdom and sink within and identify yourself with this infinite existence, where even the I-ness, even the idea of existence, that you exist, also disappears, and live a blissful life. Have a good day.